Hey there, before we dive in, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt judged for your appearance? Now imagine that feeling multiplied by millions of eyes watching your every move. That's Zendaya's reality. She may seem to have it all, talent, success, and killer fashion sense. But behind the glitz and glamour lies a challenging truth. Today we're uncovering the hidden price of being one of Hollywood's biggest stars. One she faces brutal public scrutiny over every appearance choice. At just 18, Zendaya was hit with a wave of online hate simply for her hairstyle at the BET Award. Think about that, millions of people feeling entitled to criticize a teenager's hair. She's repeatedly had to defend herself against public judgment for everything, from her makeup choices to her natural selfies. But here's what you might not realize. This isn't just occasional criticism, it's constant, relentless, and exhausting. Wait, you might be thinking, but she's a celebrity, isn't that part of the job? Here's the thing. No amount of fame justifies the dehumanizing scrutiny of someone's appearance. Would you want strangers analyzing every aspect of how you look? She's trapped in Hollywood's narrow definition of an acceptable black woman. Zendaya herself has said she feels like Hollywood's acceptable version of a black girl. Let that sink in. She's acknowledged the painful reality that the industry has created a restrictive mold of what black beauty should look like, and she's been forced into that box. This isn't just unfair to her, it reinforces harmful standards for millions of black women and girls who deserve to see diverse representations of beauty. Have you noticed how often black women are criticized for features that are later celebrated when seen on white women? This double standard is something Zendaya navigates daily. 3. The mental health toll is devastating. Remember that perfect image you see of Zendaya? Behind it is someone fighting her own battles. She's openly discussed experiencing periods of profound sadness, including what she described as a dark cloud and waking up feeling bad all day. The constant pressure to look perfect doesn't just affect her appearance, it impacts her deepest sense of self-worth. Zendaya has shared her therapy journey, working through these challenges that are intensified by the public eye. I know some of you are thinking, but she's so successful, how bad could it be? The reality is that mental health struggles don't discriminate based on fame or fortune, and beauty standards can amplify these struggles significantly. Or her hair becomes a lightning rod for racial stereotypes. Remember when Zendaya wore dreadlocks to the Oscars? She faced ignorant slurs and disrespect, with her hair becoming a target for racist comments. This isn't just about style preferences, it's about her identity being policed and judged through a racially biased lens. For Zendaya, even something as personal as how she wears her hair becomes a political statement. Whether she wants it to be or not, think about how exhausting that must be. To have every aspect of your appearance scrutinized, not just for taste, but through layers of racial prejudice. She must maintain perpetual youth in an industry obsessed with it. At 28, Zendaya faces the Hollywood expectation to look eternally young. The industry's obsession with youth creates immense pressure, especially for women. While Zendaya hasn't directly addressed this, we've seen how aging is treated as a crisis for female celebrities. This isn't just about vanity, it's about an entire career potentially being limited by impossible expectations about aging and appearance. 6. She has no choice but to be a body image advocate. When Modeliste magazine digitally slimmed her waist without permission, Zendaya called them out, forcing them to pull the issue and restore the originals. While her advocacy is powerful, consider the burden of constantly having to defend your body against manipulation. She's described feeling she has a responsibility to use her platform to help young fans with their self-image, a meaningful but heavy weight to carry on top of her own struggle. But wait, isn't this a good thing? Yes and no. While her advocacy is admirable, the emotional labor of constantly fighting these battles comes at a personal cost. And privacy becomes a luxury she can't afford. Imagine needing to look camera-ready every moment you step outside. Zendaya has spoken about the visceral change in her life after Spider-Man and Euphoria, feeling overwhelmed by constant attention and often retreating home. We've all seen those videos of Tom Holland shielding her from aggressive paparazzi. This lack of privacy means the pressure to maintain her appearance is never-ending. There's no off day when you're Zendaya. 8. Her fashion choices must always be revolutionary. As a style icon, Zendaya faces immense pressure to constantly innovate and set trends. Her collaboration with stylist Law Roach has elevated her to fashion royalty, but with that comes the exhausting expectation to continually outdo herself. Think about the stress of feeling your worth is tied to being perpetually cutting edge in your appearance. For most of us, a fashion mistake is forgettable. For Zendaya, it would make headlines. Her physical appearance is directly tied to her career success. For roles like challengers, Zendaya underwent intense training, working out 5 days a week on tennis agility and strength. These physical demands aren't just about health, they're about maintaining a specific appearance deemed marketable. The message is clear. Her talent alone isn't enough. Her body must also conform to industry standards to secure leading roles. 10. She must make maintaining her appearance look effortless. Here's the ultimate catch-22. Despite the enormous effort her appearance requires, from skincare routines to fitness regimens, Zendaya must make it all look natural. The beauty standard isn't just about looking perfect, it's about looking perfect without trying. This creates an impossible standard where the work behind the image must remain invisible, perpetuating the myth that beauty should come naturally. So the next time you see Zendaya looking flawless on a red carpet, remember what you're not seeing. The immense pressure, the constant scrutiny, the mental toll, and the relentless work that goes into meeting these impossible beauty standards. What do you think? Should celebrities like Zendaya have to deal with these pressures? Share your thoughts in the comments below.